also be really good for our roster on nights when we need it. And I think, I loved having him a year ago, but frankly, it was tougher to find lineup combinations last year because we didn't have enough shooting. And now with plenty of shooting, I anticipate there will be a lot more possibility for him to find his way on the floor because the puzzle will fit with him a lot easier.
They scooped up Avery Bradley. What did you think of him in camp, and how close do you think it was?
I thought Avery was great in camp. Didn't shoot it well early, but that was sort of to be expected. A lot of guys don't shoot well early in camp. I told Avery when we released him that I had no doubt in my mind he's an NBA player, and he still got it. He was healthy, and we got a great physical assessment from our training staff. So thrilled that he got picked up. Surprised. I think he's got a lot of basketball left in him.
After all of your championships as a player and a coach, do you still get first day of school butterflies?
I'm sorry?
After all of your championships, both as a player and as a coach, do you still get first day of school butterflies?
Oh yeah, for sure. Butterflies are always there opening night, and we all look forward to opening night every year, and just the games count, and there's a buzz in the air, and it feels great. It's exciting. This is kind of why we do this.
Where would you put the LeBron and Steph rivalry versus all the other great rivalries?
I think the LeBron-Steph rivalry will be one of those things that is remembered down the road a lot more than it is thought of right now. But, you think of Magic and Bird and rivalries between great players who are going at it in the finals for multiple years. To me, that's what makes great individual rivalries. And the fact that Steph and LeBron played each other 4 straight years in the finals, I think years from now, there will be a 30 for 30 or a Last Dance or whatever. There will be a documentary on the rivalry, and I think both guys really respect and appreciate each other and love competing against one another. So great rivalry.
How do you think they help bring out the best in each other?
Well, they know that the other guy is also one of the very best in the game, and when you are the best, there's no bigger challenge than beating the best, and that's what it comes to. That's why last year's playing game felt like a finals game to a lot of us. It was just incredible back and forth game, and those two guys were amazing. LeBron made that 38-footer to win the game. It was just an epic game that you otherwise wouldn't think much of when you're talking about an 8-9 play-in matchup. So that's what those two guys bring to the league and bring to our fans.
That game, it's still on all of our minds. It's obviously still in your mind. Does it? Do you see this game through the lens of that game at all, in terms of how you guys have progressed since the end of last season?
I don't think about that game. It had the feel of a huge game, but it was still an 8 versus 9 play-in game, and we would have loved to have won and advanced and gone to the first round of the playoffs. But it's nothing I lament. There's no regret looking back at that game. I thought we played really well. We put everything out on the line, and then we reassessed this summer and shifted our roster a little bit, and now we're excited about this coming season.
Are you starting Steph, Jordan, Andrew, Draymond?
Yeah.
Thinking about Steph, some of his numbers in here at Madison Square Garden, All-Star games, finals, bump up a little bit, other than just being really good. So is there something about Steph's game that rises to the level of certain occasions?
I just think it's something about his personality more than his game. He loves to compete. He loves the show. He loves the energy of a packed house. There's just a part of him that knows He's one of the great performers in the world, and the great thing with Steph is that he understands how to perform for the fans in the context of winning, and he's balanced that beautifully. But he loves the game, and he loves to show what he can do, and it's fun to watch.
Steve, considering one day you said you think there will be a documentary on the Steph-LeBron rivalry, do you think it's surprising, like how much those guys like each other, like how good of a feeling they have?
No, I think it's different today. You know, the players all know each other a lot better than they did, 20, 30 years ago. They're together on national teams. They're together in the summertime. They're connected through social media, through social justice causes, through charitable causes. There's just such a stronger connection between players on opposite teams today than there was 20 or 30 years ago. So just different time.
What closest Wiggins to being Wiggins?
Well, he's on a minutes restriction tonight. Actually, we got a lot of guys who we're not going to overload tonight because because of the absences and injuries and stuff. So we're gonna keep ramping Wiggs up, and I think he's been really good defensively. I loved how he pursued CJ the other night in the pick and roll. I mean, Andrew has really gotten good with that assignment of guarding the other team's best player and staying on him and continuing to play throughout the possession. It's one of his best qualities. As he goes and as he gets in better condition, following his absence a couple days with the knee, his offense will start to come around. His rhythm will come, but I don't expect it to be there tonight.
Defensively, did you just see his conditioning in the offense? Or did you see
Say it again.
Did you just see his lack of conditioning, ramping up conditioning this year on offense?
I think it's more on offense, but it's also there's a minutes thing. Like he's a guy historically, really his whole career. He's like Andre Iguodala, like one of those freaks of nature. Just never gets tired. Just the way he's built, the way he's worked in his career. You can play him 38 minutes and he never seems to be gasping for air. He's not there yet. And so as that comes, then I think for any of us, the offense tends to come as you are able to build up that endurance more.
What are the minutes restrictions? You mentioned minutes restrictions for a few guys. Do you have like?
Yeah, I mean, we got. I'm not going to tell you what they are, but we have several guys who, Gary obviously coming off the injury. I don't think Draymond's ready to play. 38 minutes tonight. He missed the first part of camp, and he's ramping it up. I thought he was great the other night against Portland. Steph and Jordan are probably the two guys most capable right now of playing heavy minutes. But I think such a big part of an NBA season is for my staff and me is pacing our team and making sure we're taking the right steps. And I'm not forcing 38 minutes, 34 minutes even on anybody tonight. They're not ready for that. And we probably need another couple of weeks to get to that point. Even though I'm chasing wins. Just not hard enough where I'm going to get anybody injured. Is that fair?
Thanks, Coach.
All right. Thank you.